Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Nest. We're back again, episode 3. We've gone much further with The Nest than we did last year. I'll tell you what, last year was a bad year for The Nest. I think we pumped out a singular episode. So this year having 3 already is just a great start. And it is round 1, everyone. We're playing against Essendon. Now, I hate Essendon, and I think I've made it pretty clear with the title of the video and the thumbnail of the video, and also this here. Nobody likes Essendon. Now, if I'm a supporter that likes Essendon of any club, and look, I'll be surprised. Essendon, they're just awful. They're red, which is like the enemy colour. They've cheated. What's there to like about Essendon? You know, they're just a group of cheaters. That's all I'll say, and I'll say it again. They have cheated. We haven't cheated. Speaking of cheating, Geelong. Now look, it doesn't get much better than this. Geelong have come under a bit of scrutiny recently as the AFL are investigating them paying under the table to players. How awesome is that? Now, if you asked me, I would say this has been happening for a while. Because do the math in your head, right? Do the math in your head. Collingwood went over the salary cap. They had to get rid of players like Jaden Stevenson. Gone. Adam Treloar. Gone. They got themselves into a bit of trouble. Carlton got caught paying people under the table. Did not help. Geelong, if you look at their list, right, for the last 6 years, 7 years, 10 years, it makes no sense how you're paying that team under, like, how much is the salary cap? Like 25 million or something? There's just no chance. I reckon they're 100% cheating. I'll put money on it that they're cheating. And I'll put money on that they do get caught and they get sentenced to prison, the whole Geelong Football Club. For going over the salary cap, because I don't like people who cheat, okay? Hawthorn never cheated, I'm proud of that. I'm in a country that don't cheat in any major international sports. We've never been caught cheating, and it would just be, I think it'd be disappointing to not only Geelong fans, but the entire AFL if this club of such high esteemed behaviour, and they talk about this great culture at the club, how everyone loves Geelong, and they're cheating. I think it'd just be better for the AFL if we just completely remove them from the competition. And I say we go a 6-year ban for anyone that was paid over the table, which we're hoping are a few players that Hawthorn fans don't necessarily get along with. So, look, Easter Monday is going to be interesting. That's if they're still in the competition by then. Look, we could just throw them out right now and remove them. But yes, it was just a good start to my morning. I'll tell you that. A good start to my morning. Anyway, we'll get on with the actual football. How good was that against Sydney? I've talked about it in the match review, which came out like 40 minutes after this. How actually exciting that win was. Just phenomenal. Sydney also is nowhere near as good as Melbourne. Can we please just let's give some Melbourne some appreciation that Sydney is nowhere near as good as Melbourne at all. Nowhere near as good. SCG is borderline up there, except I do think that the MCG is a lot better. A lot better. And I can't tell you how excited I am this week to be back at the MCG. Of course, playing such a team like Essendon. Of course, the rivalry is just an awesome thing. And although I do speak my fair share badly about Geelong and Essendon, I do appreciate the rivalry. Like, sport without rivalry would be extremely boring. So, like, imagine if you just had, like, Fremantle rocking around. They don't have any major rivalries. Imagine them just rocking around, just floating. Ugh, Fremantle. You know, they don't have any rivalries with any clubs, and if they do have a rivalry with a club, I wouldn't know about it. I'm Victorian. They probably lose every rivalry game they play. I wouldn't know. Once again, because I'm Victorian, I don't care. It's phone, not the time now. I wouldn't care though, because I'm not Victorian. Only because I am Victorian, sorry. You know, it's just not. Sorry, I just thought about that message. I'm Victorian. Victoria is better than every other state. In football too, statistically, we're very much better. We win more premierships than everyone else. Even though the league was in Victoria for a solid 80 years before anyone else joined, Victorian teams are better. I'm going on a rant about Victoria. Let's get it back on track. Essendon. I don't like Essendon. They cheat. I'm excited to see Hawk play at the MCG once again. Back in Melbourne. So we're getting back on this whole Victorian thing. Let's just get back on track, yeah? Let's just get back on track. 3, 2, 1, back on track. Are we going to win the premiership? Yes. Hawthorn fans, do not book in any holidays this September. More importantly, the last week in September. Because it's going to be a very, very happy grand final week. Very happy grand final. I've already locked in what I'm doing for grand final week this week. It's going to be a lot of videos. A lot of content. And it's just going to be phenomenal. The grand final parade will be awesome. The cup, will be taken out by Dermott Brereton or Lee Matthews. Dermott Brereton and Lee Matthews and every Hawthorn player to ever exist. It's just going to be amazing. We're just going to belt whoever's in the grand final with us. That's not confirmed yet, of course, because we're already confirming ourselves in the grand final. It's just going to be an absolute smashing. The grand final parade will be picturesque. Beautiful day in Melbourne. So it's just, get ready, guys. The premiership drought's over. 10 years since we've last won a grand final, we'll just win another one. And that means after we win this year's premiership, we would have won a premiership in every decade from 1960. So, look, Hawthorn strikes again. The most successful club ever. And, geez, 14 premierships sounds nice, doesn't it? It sounds nice. It rolls off the tongue a lot better than 13. 13, 14. You're using a lot more of your... You're using a lot more of your lip. 14. 14 premierships. And these Freo supporters are going 0. 0. 0. Like a bunch of losers. Speaking of losers, Sydney Swans. This nest is really off the rails. I'm apologising here because... Look, I've been a bit delirious. Ever since I caught the plane back, I have not really been in a great state of mind. I've been delirious. I've barely been going to sleep. Like, I've been running off like 5 hours of sleep every night. I couldn't film a video last night because I started filming it and I just, like, it got so lightheaded. So I had to, like, just chug a bunch of water and go to sleep. So, yes, this is why the video is probably like this, because I'm extremely delirious. But yeah, apologies everyone. We'll just continue on with the last little bit of the nest, and you can go back to your relaxing day, watch the match preview, get excited for tomorrow. We have our first installment of the Hawthorn agenda, the new Hawthorn agenda, new and improved, live late night midweek Hawthorn agenda. There's about 5 names you could add to it, and yeah, that's going to be awesome. Awesome to film. And yeah, I think that's it for the nest this week. Apologies, it's a short one, but look, I don't think you want to hear 5 minutes more of whatever that was, to be honest.